Hi everyone, how you doing? Rob here at Groove User again, and in this video I want to show you how you can build your very first website in GroovePages using the supplied templates. So if you've been following our series so far, we've built a website from scratch with all of the blank elements. So you've built it from the ground up, and the idea behind that was to give you a good understanding of the tools available in GroovePages. Now in this one I want to do something a little bit different for those of you that may not want to get bogged down and have the time to watch the videos in depth and learn it completely. You might just want to get out there and build a website. You might need to get a website up and running quickly. So this video will show you how to do that. If you haven't yet got your access to GroovePages, head over to grooveuser.com. You can get your free account today, and that allows you to build up to 3 websites completely free. You can either host with GroovePages, you pick a username .groovepages.com, or you can connect your own. You can buy a domain name online for like $8 or something, and you can connect that in, and GroovePages will host it for you. So all you need to pay in that case is just for your domain name. So if you're looking to build a website, then this is, it's a no-brainer really. You can build one for free. So I'll show you how to do that. So head over and get your account if you haven't already got one, and you can follow along. So the first thing we're going to do is go over to GroovePages, and then we're going to come up here. So if you come into your account, you'll see if you've got a brand new account, it'll be blank in here. You'll have nothing in here, and then you're going to click up here where it says New Site in the top right hand corner, and this will give you a series of templates. Now, depending whether you're on the free account or whether you've upgraded, depends how many of these are available to you. If you hover over one and it says Pro, then it's only available when you upgrade. But there are quite a lot available to free members, and they're adding more every week as well for free members. So there's plenty to choose from. You can go in and here that they're all tagged. So, if you're looking to do one for a particular type of business, you'll get some ideas in here, and they're starting to add in complete sites as well, which have got multiple pages all pre set up in here. And then you've got funnels. Lots of people are primarily using GrooveFunnels and GroovePages for funnels, which direct their customers down a certain path through their website to make a purchase. But that you can build, traditional websites as well very easily, which I'm going to show you how to do. And you can save templates as well. So if you've made a site for someone, and someone likes your site, but they go, yeah, I like that, but I just want to, change my colors or whatever, put some new images in. You can save it as a template to work on, over and over again, and just adjust from there. So it's quite a good way of doing it. So in this one, we're going to go single pages, and let's have a look for a type of business. Let's say you wanted to do let's say a local business. It's quite common. And what have we got available here? Let's do a dentist. So we just select, call it a name. I'm just going to call it dentist just because it's easy. And start building. Click start building, and that will just start to populate that page. And there we go. So what this gives you is a page that's already laid out. So up the top here, we've got an area for a logo. We've got a button for whatever we want to use it for. And then pre-populated text for for this particular type of service. So in this instance, it's talking about teeth because it's a dentist. You would take whatever text you want to put in and literally just edit the text on the page, and then click save, and you're done. Our services, this is built up of sections. So these are columns. So you can see you've got 2 columns, one on the left, one on the right. And the way you navigate around these is down the bottom here. It shows you that you've got the main page, then you've got a block, then you've got a container, which contains this whole rectangle across the page, and then you've got a 2x2 layout, which is this one here. So that layout contains the 2 columns, and then inside each of these columns you have a container, and then you have text in that container. So it's everything, it starts from the smallest element and it works its way up as you go. That's how you can control all these elements on the page. And you can click directly at the bottom here in this line of text. Say I wanted to affect the 2 layout container. I can just click on it, and that's selected it up here. so it's quite easy to navigate. So say we wanted to change these little icons in here, you just click on one, and then over in the right hand side, I always have this expert mode on because it gives you more options. If you see, I've got it off now, I'll turn it on, it gives me all these extra options. So it gives you the maximum amount of control over your page. So when you've clicked on one of these icons, over here on the right hand side, you have design, and then next to it you've got configure. So you can then click on that and you can choose to upload a different icon or a different image. You can get them online, or you can create them yourself in something like Canva, which is free to use. And then you can update, and you'll update your icons. So let's say we want to put a logo up here. What I'll do quickly is I'll just pause this and create one quickly, just a logo, and I'll get this same color just so that we can just make it look nice. So let's just do that now. Okay, so I've created a logo in Canva, just took a couple of minutes. Now we can click on this logo in here, click on configure on the right hand side, and then click choose image. Now because I've created this logo, I need to upload it to my GroovePages account. So I'm going to click on upload image, and then I'll navigate to the logo, I'll click it, and I'll click open. Now just because it's popped up here doesn't mean it's ready to use. This is something a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they can just click select up here, and they wonder why the image doesn't pop up. So what you need to do is, once you see the enlarged thumbnail of it here, you click the upload icon here, the third one with the arrow pointing upwards, and that will pop up on the right hand side like it has here, and it's got this red border, really thin border around it. That means it's selected, and then you see the full thumbnail of the image on the right hand side. And depending on what size you've created it, you might want to change these dimensions. So just to give you an example, I'll bring this down to 400 pixels. I've got the ratio fixed, so it automatically does the height. Now if I want to change this, I need to click update, but what a lot of people do is they click update and then they click select straight away, and it doesn't work. What you need to do is click update and then wait for the green banner at the bottom here to say content saved. Then you can click select, and then you can do update, and then you can see it's put our logo in the top left. Okay, so that's that. Let's scroll down, let's see what else we've got. Say you've got there's 4 services in here. Okay, say you had 6 in the business you want to use, you can duplicate these. So if you go up a level, you can either do it down here, or you can use this up arrow, click up again until you've got the whole the whole layout like this. So we've got our 2-column layout. Then you click duplicate, and you see that's put another row down here. You can do that as many times as you like. Obviously you can style these. The best way is to style them as a pair and then duplicate down the page. It just saves you a bit of time that way. Then we can come down here, you can change all of this text, easy enough to do. You could replace these images. The way they've done these is a square image with sort of a blob with the image inside, and then they've got these sort of dots that match the colour scheme. So you can either choose to use that, or you might want to use your own version of that, or you could just use round images, square images, whatever you choose. We've got another box down at the bottom in the footer for the logo, so let's pop our logo in there while we have it. We'll click select, update, there we go, and let's say we want that one a bit smaller. We'll click on design with the logo selected, we'll go on size, and under width we'll select relative to parent. So what that means, if we look over on the left here, is we've got an image selected which is within a container. Now if I do relative to parent, the parent of this image is the container that it's in. So it talks about what's above it. You imagine the parent being the bigger, and the child or the actual element is the smaller, the one within that. So we're going to go relative to parent on the right hand side, and we can choose a percentage. So say we want this to be 25% of the container width. Now doing it that way is as the page decreases in width, because this is set as a percentage, that will also decrease to be 25% of whatever the width of that page is. So if you were to use, for instance, pixels in here, pixels is a set measurement, so that will stay constant no matter what device you view it on. Which if you're looking at this on a phone and you've got a huge logo on the bottom, it might look a bit strange. So we're going to leave that like that. So that page, once you've put your text and things in, is pretty easy. So what happens if you want to do, let's just save this. What happens if you want to add another page, for instance? So it's quite easy. On the left here, you click Pages. And this one here is our index page. So when you come to your domain name, this will be the first page that pops up, basically. So you can click on the right here, and you can choose to clone a page, which will give us exactly the same layout. And up here on the left, now we've got more than one page, we can click and we can see which pages we are editing. So we're doing the copy of the first page. Okay, and let's say that on this page we want it to be a page about testimonials. So we can edit this text here. Let's put something like what our customers say about us, for instance. And then say down here you didn't want this section, you wanted a testimonial section instead. Let's click on blocks on the left. Under designed blocks, these are all categorized. You can click on testimonials at the bottom. And let's just say, let's pick this one. You just drag it onto your page, let go, and there it is there. So now say we don't want this section, our services, we can click on anywhere in here, and if we look down the bottom here, you've got text within a container within a block. So the block goes across the whole page, so we can select that and we can click delete if we want to and confirm, and that's gone. That whole block has gone. You can do the same with this. If you don't want that, click on make sure you're on the block level, click delete, and that's gone too. So now all we've got on this page is the title, some text, and then the testimonials. So obviously that looks different to the page. So if you wanted to change this, you click on this text. Let's see what they've used. Over on the right hand side, they've used this Lato font. So let's click the block. So we're on this whole block, and let's change the text within there. Change it from page default to Lato. And you see that's changed all the text within. And let's say we don't like this grey because we're using browns. We can just click on the block again, click on background, click on colour, and let's use, if we click on this circle, we get a slider, and we can choose what sort of colour. Let's go something down this end, sort of a browny, yellowy colour. Something like that. And if we don't like the colour of this font, we can choose that and go in and change those if we want to be black. So you've got complete freedom to do whatever you need for each section of the page. Just because something is in a block and it's pre-designed doesn't mean you can't change it, because you can. So that's our second page there. Okay, let's save that. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's fine, but how do I get from one page to another? So for that, you would need a navigation bar. So let's head over to blocks again. And let's come down to navigation bars. And let's see what's available to us. There's all different ones. You've got one with a logo on the left and a button on the right. Logo on the left and 4 text links on the right. Let's try that one. So we click on it, drag it in, and let go. Let's have it right at the top. There we go. Now obviously it's blue for a start, and the other thing is it's got a logo in it. We've got our logo here. So let's say we don't want that logo. We'll click on it, delete. That's done. Now let's take the colour of this button, this brown. So we click on the button, click on background, click on the colour, click on the circle, and then down here we can highlight and copy that colour code. It's the hex code, it's called. We can click on this block up here, this blue block. Make sure we're on the block because it says block at the bottom. And when you're on a block at the very top level, you see this star as well. It means you can't go up any further. Click on background. You can see the blue colour that we've got in this box. Click on this circle. Come down to the hex code and paste in the one that we just took from this brown. and tick, and that's put that in there. And we've also got a background to this text box. So I've clicked on the menu, which is the name of the pages. Click on the circle, paste in, and that's that done. Now you can see this doesn't look very good because of the name of the pages. So that's the next thing to change, is we go back to pages, and let's look at this one, the one we've just created, the copy. If you click on the three dots, you can go into edit the settings. Now this page is, we've decided it's testimonials, so we can call the page a different name. Testimonials. And the URL is the part that comes after the www.domainname.com/ and let's call this testimonials as well. The page title can just be what our customers say about us. And then this is where you can do all of your search engine optimization. You can put your keywords, description in there. You can even put in any extra code you need. And the OG Open Graph is when you share a link on, say, on Messenger or WhatsApp or something like that on any social media, you get the little icon at the bottom and an image. So this is where you put that information, and that is page specific in this area. There is a site-wide option as well. That's over here in this section on site settings. So we've done all our details of the page. Now before you just close this, you need to click the tick, and that will save what you've just done. And you can see up here now in the navigation menu, this has changed its name to testimonials. So let's go to page 1, which was our dentist template. We click on it and we can see it. Click back in pages, click the dots, edit settings, and let's call this page name home. If I click the tick, that's renamed it. And now what we need to do is we haven't got a navigation bar up here because we haven't brought it in yet. We brought it in on this page. So what we can do as well is this font doesn't match everything else we've got. So we can select it, we can go into text, and we can change the font here. We can change the size of the font if we want as well, make it smaller. And that's our navigation bar done. And as you add more pages in here, the names of the pages will come up here. So if I clone another page, see, the navigation bar has come up here. Now what we want to do is make sure that this is on every page. So we can click it, make sure we're on the block level. So down here it should say block in red. Up at the top, click on the star, and you can choose where you want to save this so you can use it again. So let's save it in navigation bars. Click save. Now we can go back to our home page, and we want to bring in our navigation bar. So we'll go design blocks, navigation bars, and there is our bar that we can just drop in. There we go. We don't want the third page because we don't need it at the moment. So if you want to get rid of a page, you just click here and you can click delete. If you want stacked navigation, like a drop down, so you wanted this one within this section, you get the dots over here and you can just drag it across like that. You let go and you see now we've got a drop down menu here where you get underneath it, you get the other pages. So whatever is within, indented under here, you could have a list of pages under that section. So you can start to categorize your pages if you've got that many pages on your website. We don't need that page here, so let's just delete it. And you can also, while we're here, you can hide pages from the navigation menu as well. So if you want to create a page just for specific customers where you give them a URL and only they have access to it, you can do that as well. So let's delete that. So that's about it. That shows you how you can create a page really quickly, or it's a two-page website effectively. And all you've got to do is pick a template, flow in some text, and make sure your navigation's working. You might need to create a logo, and that's it. I won't go into how to use these buttons on this one. We'll look at configuring pop-ups and things and order forms. There is a video already about how to create a contact form, which you might want to look at. It's a very similar process, and we'll also look at pop-ups in another video. So that's it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to give it a like. Give us any comments. We like to hear your feedback all the time, trying to give you guys relevant content, stuff that, problems that are, people are finding. We want to try and solve those for you, because once you get the hang of this, get the hang of this software, it's just it's so easy and so fast to use, and it gives you really good fast web pages as well. So like I said earlier, if you haven't got your copy of GroovePages yet, your free GrooveFunnels account, head over to GrooveUser, where you can get it for free, instant access. You don't even need a credit card. And also on GrooveUser, we've got our video guides starting to come on there as well. And you'll also see some of the fantastic bonuses that are available if you choose to upgrade to the unlimited lifetime package, which is still on at the moment, as of the time of recording. So yeah, go over there and check that out. And we're going to be adding lots more how-to videos, not just on GroovePages, but also the whole suite of GrooveFunnels products. It's a big project, so bear with me. It's going to take a while. But if there's anything you want covered, let us know. You can email us at info@grooveuser.com or leave the comments below. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, because you'll see all of our upcoming videos on there. You'll get notified if you hit the bell. So as I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really hope you found it useful. And until next time, take care and thanks for watching.